Cha-cha, cha-cha. We did it. Okay. We're here.
Did
We're
we?
here. Don't worry about it. It's fine. Like pushing things back into the closet and hiding them in drawers. Everything's okay. Do not worry. We're here. How is music levels okay for you guys? It's not too loud or anything.
I can barely hear it, but fine.
Okay. Cool. Okay, cool. You know. Okay. We are here to play some Wars of the Stars and stuff because if I said Star Wars, then the mouse might come after me. Not really.
Oh,
They want us to say Star Wars. They just want us to make money off of saying Star Wars. That's the difference. That's the difference. But hello. Yay. Draconic Skull, good to see you. Good to see you. And hello everybody. Angel Johnson and Unjust Studios. That's amazing. Good to see everybody. And LV, it is the weekend. Hello, we are here. This is the weekend time.
Yeah.
Okay, it's Friday. What's going on? Okay. Well, obviously, I'm joined by some lovely people. These are the lovely people. Although
Also, I'm here.
Oh, shut up! I was pointing right at you. If I'm not allowed to call myself ice cream on the sidewalk, then you're not allowed to call yourself whatever it was that you were insinuating. We have such great energy. I'm really excited for the kinetic whatever is going on in my brain.
I'm excited to ruin
Its image.
the marbles inside my brain just like ricocheting across the smooth brain surface. It's fine. Okay, you know what? Give myself a moment. Sai, go take it away. Who the heck are
shit.
you?
I didn't know you were giving it to me. Hi, everyone. I'm DM Shanks. I'm from Top Down Tabletop. You can catch us every Monday night where I DM Echoes of Convergence, which is a homebrewed D&D 5e setting. It's been a lot of fun so far. There's other stuff too, but Vix isn't here, so I don't know what it is. So join our Discord or something, because if you're looking for me to tell you where to go, I don't know anything.
Yep, sounds about right. Beautiful.
Yep,
Alkura,
that's all I got.
go for it.
Hi, I'm Rachel from Marquee Gaming over on Twitch. And yeah, we have a D&D stream on Sundays at 7 CST where magic is broken, Mark rolls dice, and we cast spells to see what crazy things happen. Like, I turned into confetti. Like, I just burst into confetti when I tried to cast a spell. And a minute later, I came back. So that was fun for me. But anyway, so
Got
crap
better.
like that happens in the game. What? Sorry.
I said it got better.
Got better eventually.
I got
But yeah,
that.
so that's a 7 CST on Sundays. So come hang out with us then if you'd like. And then I'd also do art streams on Monday at 3:30 CST. Where I just talk and draw little friends all the time. And then this game, I play Alkura. She's level 8 Jedi Guardian, and maybe not quite as peppy as normal because of certain events that transpired.
That was timed well.
Sorry.
Okay, we're good. That was beautiful.
I think that's all I need to say.
Beautiful lore.
Hey, I'm Sherry from Top Down Tabletop with that guy.
You just go. You can point up. You can
I
see the
know,
bone.
right?
It's just like with that guy.
Me and him are both lost without Vic, so I have no idea what's going on over there.
Yeah.
Other than that, I play Silra there. She is a Drow warlock, so go check her out. She's pretty awesome. But here I play Lore, who is really weird.
But
A mix of both dark and light. You'll see some more today.
yeah, I love that. All right, and Akin.
Yeah, hey, I'm Martel. I play Akin, who is very normal. I'm basically just on this channel. I'm also in the Ancient Greece game where I play a pirate who is probably going to be out of it after the next one, but I've got one more. And then we have our vampire game on Wednesday, which is a lot of fun.
That was beautiful. Thank you for that.
That's where I go.
I'm a pirate, but I'm about to go. But I'm a pirate, though. Oh, Amadeo. Never forgotten. Oh, my god. Yeah, exactly. That's great, Vix. My name's Lore. My hobbies include destroying ships and getting rid of sand. Also, getting minorly possessed by dark side specters is also my side interest, my side hustle. Oh my god, beautiful. Okay, I am Heron. I am here, the DM here under with Knights of Silver Moon. I don't know. I'm under something. The roof. I'm under the roof. Listen, I never said I was a smart lad. It's just that I was a lad. Here I am. Okay, tonight is chaos. No, for sure. It's okay. I will gather my senses eventually. But in the meantime, turn up your volumes, turn on your broadcast, those of you who don't have it on already, and prepare for a little video recap of some exciting moments from the past episode or something like that. All right, ready? 3, 2. This is such a mood for a Friday. Yo, you ain't lying though. Here we go.
Hey, really appreciate you helping us out back there.
Hey, of course, man. I'm gonna be well paid for this. Hey, where are we going, by the way?
Well, yeah, I wanted to apologize about that. We kind of got ahead of ourselves and went off world. So that flag, I take it it's important to you?
Yeah, it's you know much about the clans?
Akin, I have a question.
What's up?
Why did you know where all these secret compartments were in the hangar when we were stealing the ship?
Yeah, my clan, that used to be one of our strongholds, I guess.
Oh, it used to be yours?
Yeah.
Oh, we should have stole that back too.
We got, yeah, I guess you guys would know a little something about this. Empire came down on us too. Not as hard as the Jedi, but...
I mean, I heard it was pretty terrible what they did. So,
yeah.
I'm sorry.
So
Not a great thing to have in common with
lost touch with the rest of, or are you the only one left?
I'm not sure, but I think I'm the only one left.
Laura's gonna sort of like hit Okura on like the arm, be like, "You don't ask those questions."
No, I'm sorry. I was sure he was gonna say just okay. Yeah, I'm really sorry, Akin. I didn't mean to be blunt. I'm sorry.
Okura, your swirling emotions center differently. There may not be this back and forth with light and dark, but the worry within you grows. The worry of the unknown. He looks over at Okura. Where did you say you were from again? It's Kefbir, right?
Yeah, Kefbir, yeah.
Have you gone there? You haven't been home in a long time. And now you start to wonder if you should have been home sooner. No. Okura and Lore, you were the first to see in the distance the lines of smoke. And then you rise and pass over the cliff and down across the valley of grass and your home. And another pillar of smoke.
as we're hovering, I'm just gonna kind of stop and try to gauge Alcura's stability at the moment.
I think she's like really zoned in, like kind of like staring at like where her house is. I don't know, like I think, well, especially like like she grew up probably knowing like all her neighbors, so like already that's like she's probably really emotional from that and like worrying about them.
We could just not find out.
I can't not find out.
And you're sure you can handle whatever's down there?
Yeah.
All right.
Akin's going to look at Alcora. He's going to nod and say, "It's better to know."
I think I agree.
You guys start to approach the house. And as you get closer, you see something. A cordoned perimeter of posts with holographic panels that run to each one, kind of like caution tape, but they are red. And they, in Arabesh, goes across saying, "By order of the Emperor, all traitors are to be dealt with to the full extent of the might of the Galactic Empire." A voice comes from a speaker that has been placed on the countertop.
Let this be a lesson to you. There is a new age in the galaxy. One that demands order and respect for peace and prosperity. These citizens were enemies to that peace. They spat on a future of prosperity. The Jedi known as Van Ethan and Isidus Morrison, member of a galactic crime syndicate, have been dealt with. Long live the Empire.
Yeah, like Alcura's like searching through every room at this point, pretty frantic, and like at one point she's like, "What does dealt with mean?" And
Turns to one of the walls and she's gonna just like punch it as hard as she can.
she just like immediately like looks over and like rushes over.
Pry it open. And there within the inside at the very back and things is a little black and green box.
Yeah, I'll take it out.
You open it. And you feel your heart shift again, seeing these remnants of your family.
I'm like rummaging through everything. And I like kind of like hold it up. And I'm like, "Okay, found some stuff. Comm unit, this is my dad's. I don't know why he would have locked it away before whatever just happened. Does anyone know the cool tech stuff to
You
like
want me to
maybe
take a
see?"
look?
Yes, please.
Well, we got a new heading.
Yeah. If you all feel safe enough to do that.
As long as the Empire is in control, there's not a damn place in the world that's safe.
That's good
That's
points.
the truth.
It was good. It was
Ow.
good. You did great.
Oh my
Freaking
God.
fire.
Yay!
Wow.
I'm glad that you enjoyed it. Got a couple more things that I want to tweak on there that I saw, but I was like, I think it's good. It's good. Oh, so much stuff to go through, but I'm glad that for the most part, it all made sense. That's all. As long as it made sense.
You did. You did great.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, and I did add your art on here. I'm gonna have to play with like the
Oh, yeah,
size
look at that.
and size and settings and stuff here in a little later. But for now, I threw that on there. So, Yahoo! Thank you, Pip Art, for those lovely little doodles and the very emotional drawings. Hopefully, I can continue to elicit emotional reactions from all of you. Oh my goodness. All right. Let me see here. Where did we last leave off? Okay. Let me get the right vibe. Last we left off with you lovely bunch of noodles. Yes. Let's see. I'm opening this, and then I need to open this one. You guys, I think we had left off on Kef Beer, if I'm not mistaken, because you had just gotten the coordinates to your or the communicator that had a couple of coordinates for the last communications that your father, Asidus, had sent out. One with the most recent one, and the one that probably bears the most value at the moment, from a couple of days ago, to the planet Endelum. Also located in the Outer Rim, kind of a fringe colony, known for some bug farm or something like that. It was the general, as you do. And it had been within the last 3 days. You guys are still, we'll say, then either inside the house or back inside the ship, because I think
You're in
to,
the
like,
ship, I think.
you had to like cross reference or do some sort of techie shenanigans to find out where it was going to. So finding yourself then inside the ship, you stare at the comms readout of the computer screen that has the information of the coordinates and such. Outside the viewports of the ship, the Wayfinder, you see the smoldering ruins of the house of the Morrison family. A couple 100 feet beyond that, the cliffside with the ocean beyond, as the sun is starting to get low in the horizon. One of the large planet that this moon orbits around, kind of filling part of the distance. What are you guys up to?
I guess Sai would be plugging those coordinates into the nav computer and trying to figure out how long of a journey it's going to be and if they've got enough fuel, that sort of thing.
Okay. What about the rest of you guys?
Say Akin is helping out, Someone needs to go from the cockpit to somewhere else in the ship to see something, read it.
All right.
Read off a panel or something, he can go do it.
Okay. Akura, what's going through your head right now?
Really fast too. I think we had found out the name of the ship too, right? I think that was what you closed with.
Yes.
The Tyrant is.
Mhm.
That
We
right?
we don't necessarily know it's connected. We just know it was in this vicinity in the past few days or something.
So it's
Yeah.
a suspicion.
It's a highly credible,
likelihood.
high likelihood.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I think I would plug it. Do you charge the little robots? Do you charge droids?
Yeah. You charge
Okay.
droids. You put them into power. That's what
I think
the good old gonk droids, which you don't necessarily have to have in this situation, but you can put it into the ship's power system and kind of charge the little droid.
Okay. Yeah, I think I would have done that first, just to see if it has any like importance when it's fully charged or anything.
Okay.
But if we like are taking some time to like get everything ready, I think I might go back outside and be around my house
Sure.
for a minute. And and I don't know. I feel like everyone's probably like wanting to keep an eye on her, so I don't think she'll go in the house. Like she doesn't want to be like annoying where everyone's like, where is she? You can't see her. So but I want her to sit kind of like in the grass. And I want her, she's gonna start like meditating and seeing if there's like any way she can reach out to the Force, like to her mom or her dad, and like find some sort of ping or like something. Like
Okay.
that's kind of what she's gonna focus on till we need to leave.
Beautiful. It's definitely doable. Go ahead and roll me a perception check for me. Just use that because they're trying to sense right now.
Okay. 4. 6. Just kidding. 6.
6.
Much better.
Heck yeah.
Starting out strong.
Yeah, we're doing good. She's like sitting there, like in her head, she's sort of being like, okay, mom, please, mom. I really would appreciate something. And she's just, I almost would think it's almost not focused.
Right. There's got to be a little bit of that, not necessarily panic, but it is a little bit of that like anxiety that seeps in. And you realize that this is kind of one of those, I mean, it'll be an event I eventually realize situation, but you kind of come to the realization that this is one of those times when you really need to focus on the Force. And right now you're having a hard time focusing. As it's just kind of, there's so many rampant emotions going through right now.
Yeah.
Okay.
And maybe sitting in front of the smoldering ruins of her house is not the place to focus. She probably keeps looking at it and like getting upset and whatever.
Yeah, undoubtedly. I'm sure that is a little bit, does have a little something to do with it. Just because you are looking at this house that you remember, and and how it just like contrasts with your memory to what it is, and goes back and forth like that. So undoubtedly a little difficult.
Is Lore still in the ship with?
Yeah, Laura's gonna be in the ship. She's probably just meditating in her room.
I think at some point during the process of prepping for hyperspace and all that, I think he kind of meets Akin in the kind of the in between near the living quarters, and just taps at the door frame for Lore.
She had let the door open. Wasn't already.
Listen, whatever we're about to walk into, I can't say. But here's what's on my mind. Alkura has always been one of our frontliners. She tends to stand out in front of us, and oftentimes that's needed. But we need to keep a close eye on her this time. She might get reckless. And I'm not prepared to watch something terrible happen to that girl, so if we have to, we're gonna step in between her and whatever threat that she's focused on. Agreed?
Yeah. makes a lot of sense.
I can keep close.
All right.
Sort of taps the armor.
Good. You know, despite my proficiency, I'm actually pretty good in close as well, but um frankly, she's better, but anyway, we don't need to make a big deal of it, and we don't need to let her know that that's what we're thinking. She's got enough on her mind. Just, you know, let's be prepared to be a wall for her.
Where is she?
That's a good question.
I got her on the cams. It's fine. She's in front of her house. She's having a real hard time with this.
Someone go maybe talk to her?
I think she needs a minute. But we'll be here for her. She's not the type to close off. At least I don't think so. So she'll come to us.
Okay, music. she's actually heading into her villain arc right now, apparently.
I mean, if she doesn't
Hang
say
out,
anything to
Lord.
us for the next couple hours, we're gonna know something's wrong.
I saw like red force energy just swirling around her. Right?
You look outside and just like
What's a storm?
that's amazing. We'll say that I mean, obviously the cargo bay door is down, so you guys go and you got like look outside of the camera. You can definitely see that Alkura is there, has kind of given up on maybe meditating and is just fiddling with some of the grass as she's staring at the house. The occasional little sputtering of the stanchions that had the holographic projection going that Sai had shot out. Now just leaving we'll say that by this point now it's kind of stopped smoldering. There is not much smoke that is coming from it. It's just still has that scent of fire pit. Sai, looking at the data, it's not crazy far from where you Endelum, from where Endor is, but it is a little bit of a journey, so it'll take a couple, it might take a few hours to get there. I don't really know the travel speed of light speed, so I'm just going by what I assume.
That's fine. Yeah.
Okay. We'll say, how long do you give Alkura out there before you say?
I mean, if she's out there for more than half an hour, I think it'd be time to check on her.
Alkura, how long would you stay out there unprompted?
I'd probably be out there until someone tells me it's time to go.
Yeah.
You know, probably the idea.
Yeah.
All right, then I guess once we're ready, after everyone's, you know, kind of looking set to go, I'll head down the ramp and approach from behind. You all right?
Oh, hi, Sai. Hey. Yeah. Yep. Doing great over here. Just like this.
You're like is still in your kneeling position there.
Yeah.
He just puts a hand on her shoulder and just says, "It's okay to not be okay."
Yeah. Okay, yeah. I'm not doing okay at all. I'm actually thinking like, should I have even left in the first place? Or maybe if I had that vision, if I would have like rushed over here right away, I probably could have stopped this and had all my neighbors evacuate, because I don't know what happened to them either. And like, it's just really bad right now. I don't know. Like, I don't know what to do to fix this. And like, I've never been this mad before, but I'm like really mad right now. And like, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what to do. I didn't think it would be this bad. Like, I know you've seen it. Like, it is this bad, but like, it's bad.
Yeah, it's bad. There's a lot to unpack there. But
Sorry.
you can't blame yourself. You did what you thought best, which is what your parents thought best. This isn't your doing. Don't own the Empire's atrocities. There's no coming back from that. And we can't change what happened. But we get to decide what happens next. That's the one choice we always have. So,
Yeah.
let's go do some good.
Okay. I don't. Yeah, I don't know if I can think about what's like happening right now, like to them.
That's not something you have to deal with until it's in front of you.
Yeah.
And when it is, your friends will be here with you.
Okay. Yeah, okay. Is that how you dealt with everything at your house or your village, your planet?
Truth is, I haven't dealt with it yet. Because it's not in front of me. It's not time. I can't save them right now. Saving a planet is different from saving a parent. But when the time comes, I'll deal with it. Until then, I'll deal with what I can do. And right now, what I can do is get your parents back.
Okay. If you ever want to deal with the planet thing though, like I'm gonna help you deal with the planet thing too.
Oh, I know, you're not getting rid of me. So
Okay.
we'll deal with this together, and then one day we'll deal with that together.
Okay. I get up. Like dust off my clothes.
There you go. One step at a time.
Okay. Thanks, Sai. And I hug you.
Yeah, he just, with one arm around here, just kind of waits as long as she needs it. Mm.
There.
Bye-bye.
I don't think he's not that condescending about it. Just
Yeah,
you know.
So you go back to the ship.
Yeah.
You walk up to the inside of the cargo bay doors, up the ramp, and Sai goes over to the button, the hatch, and as he presses it, Alcuras, you stop, you turn around. The part of your house that you can see from this angle, with the flowing grassy plains that extend out into the horizon as the sun is starting to set, and you kind of lock in this one moment and the feelings that surround it and the sights and the smell and everything, and just kind of like becomes one of those core memory moment kind of thing, as then the door starts to shut. And you guys turn to the cockpit and prepare to take off. Once you go through the ignition process, the ship begins to like take off. It arrives and then it takes off.
Pilots.
I had to turn off the stay still engine before I could turn on the movement.
Yeah.
You've been rolling bad pilot checks against Sai.
The ship flies
Listen,
off.
I don't think I'm capable of rolling a bad piloting check.
Takes off into the goes up into the horizon of the planet and leaves Kef beer behind for the time being. It doesn't take long before the ship begins to power up and takes off, jumps off into hyperspace. you guys start the journey. That takes you a little ways across the galaxy. But in the meantime, you do have a couple hours. And you have deep space communications. Anything that you're wanting to try and do, anything that you're wanting to try and look up, anything that you are wanting to talk about or meditate on in the meantime?
I guess out of habit, since we're going to another Outer Rim world, so I would at the very least look up if there's any sizable bounties out there. Always need credits to fix up the ship, you know.
Sure. All right. Make it. Ooh, oh, hold on. I'm going to pull up.
Ooh.
Freaking.
We're about to find out if these dice are going to work for me this week.
Hey, yeah, we are, baby. All right.
Jinx yourself.
Yeah, I know, right? Don't do that. Let's see here. What do we have? Skills.
Trust in the will of the force, that's all.
Let's go with investigation.
Yeah, okay. Okay, well that's an 18.
Hey! Hold
Not
on.
terrible.
That's a reason to celebrate. I was hoping that everyone. That's all right. All right, calm down. That was enough. That's enough of that. We don't want it to go to his head. Because the next
Don't get
one,
cocky.
don't get cocky. As he starts rolling those low numbers again, you're gonna have some explaining to do. Okay. So, 18. There's checking some of the networks that you have contacts with to see if there is any like bounties that might be located here. Andelum is surprisingly quiet. Almost to the point to where, you know, usually there's something that maybe someone's, but also like that might be a little on the going to a specialist side, just because anybody who's wanted will try and, like, you know, avoid any signs that they are there. But you kind of just keep up a tab of tabs of like who has like bounties on them. So we'll say that you get like, we'll say there's like four names that you can pick out that just kind of stick in your head as the current top bounties. Do not ask me for them right now because I will be very upset with you. But we'll say we'll give you 4 names, and I will give those to you later, so you can keep an eye on that, because that is an interesting aspect of this that I had not considered yet. But I love that for you, and I hate that for me. No, I'm just kidding. Let's see here. Okay. Beautiful. But yes, we will say that while you are doing some research into Andelum, you do find that some of what Akin was talking about before about this guy named Jaum, who seems to be the current, like, he's like basically a crime lord by all intents and purposes. He rules or is in charge of Andelum. The exact verbiage kind of leads you to believe that he doesn't necessarily own the place, but he owns it in the way that a crime lord would own a place. Like, he is not by any means the named governor of the planet, but he's the one in charge.
Right.
And that he
Did
does.
he have his name?
Yes, because I think Akin had rolled him on it before, and he just he remembered the name being associated with the place.
I don't know this guy, right? I just know about him.
Just know about him.
Yeah.
and that he does that the planet is known for some mines that have a certain kind of beetle that is sold in high volumes and the price for which is also rather high, but what it's being used for is kind of not mentioned, curiously enough. But you find it rather hard to believe that cargo shipments of beetles go for the prices that you are seeing on the current ledgers.
Got it.
Okay. Dope. We shall say then. Where is my mind? Okay. You then, in that case, if there's nothing else that you guys are wanting to do, slay or talk about, whatever, then we
I
will
just
go.
wanted to see if my droid did anything.
Oh yeah, sure. Yeah, we'll
Charged.
give it like an hour of we'll say like 6 hours. Are there short rests in this? I think there are, right?
Yeah.
There's basically
Yeah,
short
it's
rests.
IV. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
well, definitely you can say you could take a short rest in this travel time, although I don't think you really have had anything that you've expended or whatnot, but still. Okay. We'll say in about an hour your droid does charge, and as you unplug it from the the connector, you take it out and activate it, and it immediately starts to like hover about and just kind of like make a bunch of happy beeping bloopy sounds. Beepy bloopy, beep bloop bloop.
I don't. Is there on ships? Okay, I'm asking this because I'm not really sure. You
Yeah.
know how like in when Luke talks
Yeah.
to R2 and it's
Yeah.
only on the ship because so can I do that on the ship?
Yeah.
Because I don't think I speak binary normally, but okay. So I'll just be like, hi little friend. Can I call you Zippy?
It like makes a positive like yes sound, and then it comes out on the readout. Yes.
Oh, good. I'm so glad this thing works. Hey, what can you do? I think Dad bought you for me like ages ago, and then we're just now meeting. Sorry about that.
That's beautiful. That is beautiful. Hold on. Let me see here. Do I have?
I'm not sure how this works. Did you understand me?
I didn't even hear what you said. I was so shocked that you.
Did you understand me?
Yeah, actually. What the heck?
Running interface with Wayfinder. Hello.
Hi. What did you just do?
I don't know.
You don't know. Okay, wait. I can hear myself in the robot voice.
Beautiful.
What can you do? I don't know if I even know what your capabilities are.
Diagnostics. Companionship. Interface.
Interface. What does that mean?
I can be an intermediary between you and most systems.
Most, so like, what is that? Like, what do you mean?
There are some droids beyond my limited capability.
Oh, like you can like talk to other machines and droids and stuff? Or
Sure.
me? Oh, that's cool. Well, thanks. Do you want to hang out with me?
That was what I was bought for.
That's true. Just want to make sure you wanted to, you know.
I don't have a choice.
Oh, that's sad. Well, if you don't want to, you don't have to. You just think about it, okay? Okay, and then you were just in this box for a while. You don't remember anything? Did like my dad ever like, you know, talk to you or anything?
No. Who is Dad?
Oh, like my dad, Asidus?
That is an excellent humanoid name.
Yeah, it's pretty good. So I'm assuming, okay, like you're just like newly turned on then, like you've never. Okay,
No.
cool. Okay.
You
Just
are
making
my
sure.
first master.
Oh, okay. You could just call me your friend.
I also have Glorious Overlord.
Oh,
Creator
that's
Supreme.
that's even weirder. How about you just call me Alkura? Can you just do that?
Sure.
Oh, okay. That's better. Thanks. Okay, well, maybe you could like let me know what you do occasionally, or like if you could help me out with something, because I've never had a droid before, and I like probably won't think about when I would need to, need help. I'm like used to not having a droid that interfaces with other systems.
We are very handy. I'm sure you will get used to it.
Okay. You just hang out with me though.
My aim is to become indispensable to your day-to-day activities.
Whoa. Okay. That sounds good to me.
Me too.
Okay,
I'm programmed
thanks.
to say that.
Oh. Okay. Maybe someday you'll say it because you feel like you actually do like hanging out with me. But for now, it's okay. We can like get to know each other.
I am sure that will be quite possible.
Yeah. Okay. So probably the rest of the conversation goes like that.
We'll say over the next little bit, as you kind of like go back and forth, you get the idea that this droid is a very not necessarily low end, but it is in the sense of like its capability. It's not like an astromech. It's not as fancy as a protocol droid. This is like my first droid kind of system. That's basically like but it seems to have some slightly defective like tinkerings and programming, because most my first droids do not refer to their owners as my glorious master or supreme overlord. It's the MP3 player of droids. That's amazing. It's like the iPods. You remember those? Those are just like,
yes.
It has one task and one task only.
iPod Shuffle.
Yes, this is like the equivalent of it will help you. It's like a starter droid, right? The iPod with like 25 songs. Yeah, this is like it can do most things that most droids can do. There's probably some limitations to it just because it is meant to be a child's plaything, but it was just lost in the lockbox for a while. So
okay, she'll probably keep it around her.
Yeah, I mean it's great. It's great because first starter is your first droid. So my first starter droid is
she
rather
clearly
accurate.
had no idea how to handle those droids. So
most people get this at the age of 10. You just it's fine.
Just 9 years later, it's fine. Yeah. Okay. Perfect.
My first droid trademark. I can see it in Toys R Us already. Like I don't understand why this is not a thing. It teaches you how to program. It's got its own restraining bolt. It comes in really vibrant plastic Tinker Toy colors. Like it's great.
Yes.
Mhm.
Perfect.
Yeah. Beautiful. Okay. Let's see here. Where are we? Okay. Within the next, if you didn't get one for Life Day, your family was poor. That is beautiful right there. Oh no. That's amazing. I love that. Okay. Well, canon. Now we'll go ahead and get you to Endelum. It is, like I said, it's a couple hours trek. And during this time, Laura, you said you were meditating? Yeah. Okay. Beautiful.
Sorry.
Yeah. No, you're good.
Thank you.
No, you're fine. Okay. In that case, we'll say that over the last couple hours while you were meditating, focusing in on that balance, finding the balance within the forest, there is a little bit of the hesitation that you have when it comes to certain dark recesses of your mind, just out of habit over the last couple of days of having like steered clear from there. But now when you not necessarily go poking about, but when your attention focuses on those areas again, you half expect to feel that dark presence again. And it's not there. And there's a little bit of a sigh of relief, I would imagine, from that you're just like, okay, this does seem to have moved on. This does seem to have fixed whatever issue that was. And then you feel the rumble of the ship as it exits hyperspace. And you find yourselves around or in orbit around the planet Endelum. Let's
I
see.
would like to scan for the tyrant, please.
Beautiful. Make a perception check. Or tech check, I guess. We'll use tech check for that.
Let's do 10. Yeah. 18 again.
Beautiful.
It's not a bad number to land on.
Let's see. You
Thanks,
set- you scan for any of that particular transponder, and you.
I
don't
mean,
get-
and if any of those ones
yeah.
that we're watching for,
right.
they'd stick out to me.
Those-
But like, I am
those
expecting to see
particular,
this one.
yeah, those particular transponders, and you get no Imperial signals in this system. Wait, except for one.
Uh-oh.
A Imperial transport shuttle that has docked within the main city. A cargo ship. Interesting. There are no
Does it have a
Imperial.
name?
There are no. It has a designation. H11-D0. But it doesn't. So it's like I said, it's a cargo ship. So nothing that would be maybe military based or like, of extreme note as far as like most Imperial ships would go. But curious just in the fact that from what research you had done, there were no real Imperial ties to this planet.
Right.
So
Yeah, being more or less run by a crime lord. What the hell is the Empire doing here?
yeah. And the fact that as far as you can tell, it's just one transport ship. It doesn't seem to have any escorts with it. So and
We've
like, it's-
seen that before.
yeah, just small enough to where it would, if you hadn't been looking for it, it just looks like the ID of any other transport ship.
Yeah. Am I alone in the cockpit?
Mm.
Probably not.
Probably not. All right. I've got an Imperial shuttle docked in the main city. Small, no escorts. There's no trade for the Empire out here. So the only time I've seen something like this is when there's Inquisitors on board.
Inquisitors.
What, you been living under a rock?
Yes.
Right, fair enough. Sorry. Forgot you were in hiding. Okay, so you know how you really hate dealing with Jedi?
Yeah.
Well, the Inquisitors hate them even more. They're twisted, they're psychotic. Their only driving force is to kill any Jedi they can find.
Are they wizards themselves? How do they kill
They are.
Jedi?
At least as far as I can tell, they use the same weapons and the same tricks.
Oh. Okay. Maybe I do know what an Inquisitor is then.
We had a run-in with one not too long ago, and given Alcura's lineage, I wouldn't be surprised to find out there's some after her parents.
Well, we might be in the right place then, at least.
Yeah, but the fact that they got here first doesn't bode well. And they're not above hurting people to get the information they want.
It just means we have to be faster.
Yeah, it also means we need... He just like flicks open a comm to Lore's living quarters. Lore, can you get up here?
On my way, boss.
As soon as
I
she
think-
arrives, he
I
like...
think you meant Glorious Master.
No, that's Alcura. As soon as she arrives, he like doesn't even wait. He's just like, I got a shuttle and I got a bad feeling that we might be dealing with Inquisitors. And I want you, doing whatever it is you do to detect those other guys.
Yeah, I can try to do that safely. If they sense me, they might come after.
Right. Well, we don't want to stick out either. It's just... I don't know. I got a bad feeling about this.
Okay. So she is going to try and reach out and sense them.
Okay. Beautiful. Make a perception check for me, please.
I rolled a nat one.
Nice.
Beautiful.
They know we're here now.
I'm sorry, guys.
Shemore just sent a hello. There's a bunch of Jedi over here.
It's like a sonar.
Would you like advantage?
Yes, please.
Yes, she would like advantage.
I am switching my die also. 12 plus 8 makes 20, right? Yeah, 20.
That's a lot better.
Yeah.
20. You closed your eyes and kind of just carefully skirt the edges of your senses within the force, and then from there kind of build outwards as like another range and then another range and then another range, as you are kind of trying to find. It's like how do I put this? It's like tiptoeing into the water and you're trying to like gauge if it's cold or not, but you're like very hesitant to like fully submerge yourself in, so you're not quite jumping in. It's just kind of like you just kind of tentative, tiptoeing forward until you're for certain, and you kind of keep doing that with your range within the force, trying to see or sense anything. And you don't get any sense of a dark presence, as far as you can tell, anywhere close by.
Sense them.
Okay. All right. Well, then maybe we're real lucky today. Maybe they're real good, but
Is it possible that they've already been dealt with?
you know, given my lucky streak, I never even considered that.
That might not
But,
be lucky.
Damn. You have a good point.
Maybe given your lucky streak, this is exactly what happened.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Well, either way, it looks like we have a window. So we're going to land and we're going to try to track these people down.
Beautiful. Okay. All right. You as the ship goes down towards the planet, and begins to enter the atmosphere, there's a little bit of that rumble shake as you hit Atmo and just kind of like cruise in through the cloud cover here. You find that the planet Andelum is a very green space. It is mountainous but jungle filled, and the settlements are like sparsely located throughout the northern hemisphere, whereas the southern hemisphere seems to be mainly just wilds. The settlements kind of take to the more temperate areas, whereas it seems like the equator and below is just incredibly dense and, at least as far as you can tell, not settled. So you land in the outside the city of Kor, Korr. That is where the last coordinates of the signal, where it like reached the broadcast dish here, and this was its last point of contact. This city probably has maybe 200,000-300,000 people in it. It's a fairly large city, and it looks like it's partially a industrial complex. There's a lot of refining. You can see that there's a lot of large machinery for mining, and then probably having skirted outside of the city, you can see that some of the mountainsides have been carved away in the mining process, and like around those mining infrastructures around those mountains, you can see little like shack towns, basically, of the miners probably having like these little settlements that sit between the major city where they cart off the goods to and the individual spots. But you come down for a landing. Gathering your gear and supplies. You guys get ready? opens.
Let's do this.
And you get this inrush of humid air that immediately starts to like dampen your skin. And you're just like, Akin, you are very grateful for your inner AC unit, your Beskar self-cooling system in space universe. Definitely doesn't happen in real life here.
Elkar is instantly like, oh, I think my hair got frizzy.
Probably a little bit. All right. One of the dock protocol droids comes up. Where is
By
my?
the way, did you guys tell Elkara that there might be Inquisitor, or did you keep that info sneaky for
We're gonna
now?
keep it to ourselves for now.
Okay, just making sure.
Not trying to keep her out of the loop per se. I'm just trying to give her fewer things to stress about.
Totally.
Welcome to Andellum. How may I be of service?
Well, she's gonna need to be fueled up, and if you could just give me any sort of guarantee that no one else is going to step on my ship but you, I'll give you a nice tip.
I cannot give such a guarantee, but I will definitely do my best to make sure that your privacy remains private.
Very much appreciated.
Reason for a visit?
Just exploring.
There's this long pause where it's just like you can see like it's like you can see the eyes kind of doing like, you know, when a computer is like processing and it's just kind of like they kind of blink. They're not even blinking. It's just kind of like shuddering.
Exploration within the southern hemisphere is ill-advised.
As a player, not a character, are we in the southern hemisphere?
Northern hemisphere.
Okay. Well, then I will be sure to avoid the southern hemisphere. Thank you for the warning.
Just doing my job.
Is there a place friendly to travelers around here?
Welcome to the city of Core.
So no specific place. Just
Did you
go
all
into
just-
the city.
he's like, welcome to the city of Core. It turns is like it does the broad gesture and then goes over to one side console where you can see a small like gonk droid is already like gonk like is like walking up to the ship to try and like connect you to the power and fuel lines.
All right. Well, let's get moving, I guess.
All right. Beautiful. All right, moving into the city. What are you guys looking for? Or how would you like to go about this?
I mean, I'm probably looking for some sort of cantina, tavern type place where we might be able to gather a little bit of information.
Okay.
Yeah, Laura looking for similar.
I can maybe looking for people who can tell him about the boss.
Okay.
I think I'd be looking specifically for maybe anyone associated with Crymora, since it seems to be like a loose, like maybe there's other contacts that he had that he still keeps in contact with or something.
For sure. Alrighty. Easy peasy. Maybe. Let me see here. We'll say that as you dive deeper into the city, you definitely find that this place is a collection of curious individuals. A lot of the aliens that you see here, you have probably never seen before. And some are still familiar, but there's still quite a few that you're like, what did this crawl out of? As you know, it's just you go from from the smallest of aliens to like these large hulking brutes. They're just like, you can feel the ground kind of tremble as they are walking past. You pass into what seems like the busier market section, and you figure here, where there is the most people, probably you will have the best luck in finding something. So it is not long before you find yourself at a where was my? You find yourself at a tavern. This one will be called Slurpees. Is the name of this particular place. Beautiful. I love that for me. God damn. All right. As you enter into Slurpees, there is it's a pretty decent dive spot. This particular bar seems like it's partially being reconsumed by the jungle. Have you ever been into a rainforest cafe before?
Yep.
Okay, imagine a rainforest cafe, but as a bar. The center section that like sticks up almost looks mushroom-esque in that it has that like the little undersided, the little fins, or I can't remember what, there's a word for those, but those little fins that go all the way around. And they seem to be lit with this like yellow orangish light. And you can see that they almost even move. They seem to like almost act like hanging curtains or something. They just kind of undulate in that circulating air. But it gives the space a very orange yellow glow. And then each of the little tabled offshoots and the little benches and those areas seem to have more like mushrooms that are growing from the wall, and that also seem to provide different colors of bioluminescence to the area. The air in here is also extremely muggy, and you can hear somewhere the trickling of water. It almost sounds like they have like a water system that just kind of like circulates around behind like the overgrown vines and greenery that cover parts of the wall like wall carpet, but it's just like moss and vine and tree. But here amongst this space, you see a large variety of people that are kind of like seated here and there. You see a sabacc table where the game seems to be very intense. You can see another table where they are currently holding pod racing bets. As you can see the careening engines smashing into each other as the camera droids kind of follow as close as they dare, as they maneuver through tight, twisted canyon of rock and city, wherever they are at. But it is a very lively and vibrant spot that you have found yourself in. Such is the life here at Slurpees.
Almost feels like being on vacation.
Wow, this is fancy.
That's real nice.
What if any of these drinks don't come in a tiki glass?
I don't think they have non-tiki glasses
And
here.
umbrellas, yeah.
You can get a
Gotta
drink
make
in
sure
an
No
umbrella.
one takes a picture then.
Oh.
Are you by chance in your armor?
Oh yeah,
Okay. Are you helmeted up too, or
no helmet.
beautiful? Like you have it with you, or you just don't have it on?
Yeah, it's with me. Yeah.
Okay.
That's
Kinda
probably
have
how
like,
I've been like.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been going around looking for people to direct me in a certain way. I'm like, hey, I'm here on my own business, but I'm looking for other jobs too. What's going on?
Mm-hmm.
Home of the Super Slurp and the Wall of Slurp. Oh my
Wallow
god. There is now a wall of slurp. It is like a cheese. It's like a cheese fountain. It's just a small thing that you bring to your table, and it just has like this pudding,
Yes.
Jello essence that kind of just rolls down the side. Just kind of gets regurgitated down
It's like
and
a
around.
really thick blue milk.
Yeah, but it's clear. It's like gelatin. You can stick these like pretzel-ish chips underneath, and it just kind of like jellos onto. It's like a jelly fountain, basically. You know, it just kind of like goes over the side. There you go. There you go, Angel.
I'd like a Sarlacc slurp, please.
Oh no.
Is Slurpee behind the counter himself? Or
Yes,
is it-
It's Mr. Slurpee to you,
Mr. S Slurp.
Mr. S. Slurp.
On
Oh my
Tuesdays,
God.
they bring in the mascot who's in a giant Slurpee costume. It's like
Yeah.
the whole thing.
It's a whole thing. It's a whole thing. like
Slurpee
one
the
bar
Sarlacc,
slurp
everybody.
the size of sizzling slurp. God, this went off the rails fast. I love it.
So,
Okay.
Sai's gonna approach the bar,
Okay.
and he's just going to kind of put his hand on the bar with like visibly a few credits sticking out from underneath his palm, and just say, "We're new here. Can you recommend anything?"
That depends on what you are looking for.
I don't know. Given the day we've had, probably something strong, but not too strong.
Knowing how you humans tend to take your strong versus very strong, I think I know just the thing. One moment, please.
And the creature seems to like grow 2 more arms, and it like starts to grab something from the back and then hand it to the front arms, and the front arms start to like bring something, you know, like it starts like mixing stuff together in the 2 other arms. Very Lilo and very Stitch, like the arms just kind of go back into its body. You know, when you don't need them, you put your arms away. So
What I do.
Yeah, exactly. And it just like starts to make you. How many drinks did you want?
4.
4. So it does the thing. It shakes, does a really fancy shake where it like throws a shaker up into the air, and it looks like it puts its other hand like this and then crosses its arm, and then the other arm shoots out of the side of its body, catches the shaker, and then like pours it out. As it like pours the thing, puts the glass on the table, and then does the same for like the other cups as well. It finally it takes one in the hand and like grabs the credits from the countertop.
What brings you to Ardem?
Well, I'm looking for someone. How many credits were the drinks for the record? Just so I know.
How many credits did you give me?
All right. Well, I'll say I had 20 credits on the counter.
Beautiful.
And then so as they're talking, he's like, "Well, I'm looking for someone, and I don't know. I just don't know this place very well, and I'm looking for some information. I'm just wondering if anybody around here has this kind of information." And he puts another 20 credits on the counter, just very casually, very subtly.
Does your wallet not work? Or do you just like pulling credits on the counter for no reason?
Well, I was hoping it might buy me some information and some discretion.
I can keep a secret if you can.
That'd be great. Who might I ask for a missing person around here?
Does your missing person owe people money?
Not to my knowledge, but they do have bigger fish after them.
Ooh. Big fish means deep waters and probably deeper pockets. But if I were a fish trying to get away from bigger fish, probably go outside the wall. There are a lot of shrimps that keep an eye on fish in this bowl. If you catch my drift.
Yeah. Well, I do. And I assure you, I'm not looking to stir up any shrimp or any fish. I just want to get one particular sardine to safety. So,
What is a sardine?
it's a little fish. No big deal to anyone.
Oh, understood. Well, perhaps
But-
find Zafol mining district outside the bowl.
I'll take a lurk. I almost said lurk because I saw Mick slurp.
You can lurk if you like. It's probably safest so you avoid the shrimp.
That's a good point. That's a good point. Any shrimp in particular we got to avoid around here?
All of them.
You don't by any chance have any recollection of shrimp that work for the biggest fish, do you? You know, those imperial shrimp?
Imperials? Here? No.
Sure.
Troopers don't swim very well.
Yeah, trust me, I know. All right. Well, I appreciate your discretion. And he just slides those credits over to him. And I don't know what kind of glasses they are, but I'm assuming I'm somewhat capable of carrying 4 of them.
Oh yes, they're tiki glasses because that's what's been
Okay.
wished into
Yeah, of
existence
course.
now.
So between my fingers, they're sour slurps.
They sour the slurp. Yeah. This creature was like, as much as you talk about discretion, like his whole interaction is like movement. Like his body does not stop like jittering. I was not just doing that for fun. It's a very loosey goosey guy. And
I was very immersed.
Thanks. But you see that he, like, the more that you were putting the credits on the table, the more he would just seem like very confused, and would just like look down and look up and like look down and look up, and then just like he eventually takes them. But you get the feeling that he's like, it's like his first interaction with something like that. So he's just like, okay, sure, and he just takes the credits.
That's fine. If he rats on us, I'll shoot him and take him back.
Fair. Rip, Mr. McSlurp. Okay, so as you guys go back over to the table, you have learned so much for clarification, in case I was not understood, that fishbowl kind of refers to the city. Outside the wall seems to be less eyes. And if you go to the mining district, somewhere on the outside of the wall, to look for Zafoll, Zafoll. Zafoll. Also, I guess that creature's name is now McSlurp. It's canon. I'm gonna write that in my notes so I don't
That's
forget.
important.
Important
It's important that you
information.
remember Mixler.
Mixler.
Well, I got us drinks, everyone, and once again, I got us a heading.
Oh. Yeah.
I don't know how solid the lead is, but it's what we got right now. And basically, we don't want to stick around inside the city too long. I think we need to get outside the walls and go looking around the mining district.
Oh. Interesting.
You like sit back and you like as you're like getting your drink, you see the door open and there's like two small size individuals walk in the door. And you can see like they walk on like four little legs, but they kind of like it kind of looks like they're close together. So the way they walk, it almost looks like you remember Marvin the Martian? You know, when he would walk, it was just kind of like, but so it's kind of like that. You've seen these like a hardened exoskeleton. Their back kind of comes up like this in a neck, so it almost looks like this. But you see two protruding orbs for eyes and a bunch of like feelers that kind of stick out almost insectoid-like. They just got like they also have like four little arms that look part to have like fins, but also like claw and like graspers. You have the worst recollection, Sai, that they kind of remind you of shrimp. You see, there's like the two little guys that go up to one of the tables, crawl up onto the chairs.
So literally.
And you just like, you're just thinking to yourself, there is no way. They look like shrimp, seem like people.
I thought we were speaking in code.
just make sure you're watching what you say around here, especially around them. He points to the shrimps.
Whoa. What? Why?
Let's call it a hunch.
Okay.
Yeah, as you're watching, you can see people clear out around them, like they are definitely avoided.
Oh, actually, I think you're right. Good hunch. Oh my gosh. How'd you do that?
I've been around these kinds of dives. I pick up on things.
Yeah.
So I will never miss an opportunity to look really good at something.
Yeah.
Just knew. I don't know.
just a hunch.
This is what I do. You feel the force, I feel people, you know?
Yeah. Could be the force. I'm just kidding. Anyway, so
He kind of like glances at Lore and he's just like,
Laura's just gonna snort.
Beautiful.
Oh, not more of you.
if he ever picks up a lightsaber, man.
Atkins like, you were supposed to be the normal one. You were supposed to stand with me against the wizards, not join them.
By my perspective, the non-wizards are evil.
Damn. All right, cool. All right, you finish your beverages that are surprisingly very. Have you ever had those mint jelly drops? You know those like little candies? They're like little mint jelly drops. They're like very they're almost like little gummies, but they're kind of minty. That's kind of what drinking this drink tastes like. It's not like in a jelly sense, but just in that like it's sweet and fruity, but somehow minty at the same time. And you can feel the grit of like sugar in it. It is a very peculiar mixture. It's like a drink that is sweet, but the sugar hasn't been dissolved in it. It's just you are like, it's just grainy, but also you can feel the slight little buzz that crawls down your skin from drinking it. It's definitely a potent drink. Alkura has definitely come a long way from her Shirley Jedi temples that she used to drink.
Actually, so as Alcura has 2 livers and it's hard for her to get drunk in general, she probably looks at it and is like, did you even put any? Did you put alcohol in this?
I didn't put anything in it.
I mean, did they? Did you give me one of the ones that didn't have it?
I got them all the same. I told them
Oh.
strong but not too strong.
Oh, okay, never mind.
You have 2 livers?
Yeah, Celdron had 2 livers, so they can drink twice as much as normal people.
Oh my god,
I have it on my character
this
sheet.
whole time canonically you've thought you've been getting like non-alcoholic beverages and it's only just because they've never been strong enough. That is beautiful. You're just assuming that you see everybody else get drunk and you're like, they gave me the
Like,
non-alcoholic stuff again. Oh my god, that's amazing. That is amazing.
It's a fun
I
bit
can
of
only
random
imagine
lore.
at some point in hyperspace, Alcura and Sai drinking Corellian whiskey together and him being like, how is she out drinking me? She's
Yeah,
like
I'm like, la, la, la,
one
like,
quarter
not
my
even-
size.
Yeah.
That is beautiful. Okay. Cool. You have a contact to go out and look for, whenever you're ready. But in the meantime, as you sip your tikis, as you slip your Slurpees here at Slurpees, keeping an eye on the shrimp, who definitely seem to be. It's like the same vibe as if like when the mafia members walk into the bar. Everybody kind of knows who they are, and they kind of keep a distance around them. And at one point, Sai, you make eye contact with the bartender, and you see him go, pointing over to the shrimp.
I nod knowingly.
All right. And with that, we're gonna go to break.
Perfect way to end.
perfect little segue there. So don't go anywhere.
Beautiful.
We will be right back after these messages.
Hey, really appreciate you helping us out back there.
Of course, man. I'm gonna be well paid for this. Hey, where are we going, by the way?
Well, yeah, I wanted to apologize about that. We kind of got ahead of ourselves and went off world. So that flag, I take it it's important to you?
Yeah. Yeah, it's you know much about the clans?
Akin, I have a question.
What's up?
Why did you know where all these secret compartments were in the hangar when we were stealing the ship?
Yeah, my clan, we used to that used to be one of our strongholds, I guess.
Oh, it used to be yours?
Yeah.
Oh, we should have stole that back too.
We got yeah, I guess you guys would know a little something about this. Empire came down on us too. Not as hard as the Jedi, but
I mean, I heard it was pretty terrible what they did. So
yeah,
I'm sorry.
So
not a great thing
you
to have in
lost
common with someone.
touch with the rest of, or are you the only one left?
I'm not sure, but I think I'm the only one left.
Laura's gonna sort of like hit Alcura on like the arm, be like, "You don't ask those questions."
No, I'm sorry. I was sure he was gonna say just okay. Yeah, I'm really sorry, Akin. I didn't mean to be blunt. I'm sorry.
Alcura, your swirling emotions center differently. There may not be this back and forth with light and dark, but the worry within you grows. The worry of the unknown. He looks over at Alcura. Where did you say you were from again? It's Kefbir, right?
Yeah, Kefir. Yeah.
Have you gone there? You haven't been home in a long time. And now you start to wonder if you should have been home sooner. No. Alcura and Lore, you were the first to see in the distance the lines of smoke. And then you rise and pass over the cliff and down across the valley of grass and your home. And another pillar of smoke.
As we're hovering, I'm just gonna kind of stop and try to gauge Alcura's stability at the moment.
I think she's like really zoned in, like kind of like staring at like where her house is. I don't know, like I think, well, especially like like she grew up probably knowing like all her neighbors, so like already that's like she's probably really emotional from that and like worrying about them.
We could just not find out.
I can't not find out.
And you're sure you can handle whatever's down there?
Yeah.
All right.
Akin's gonna look at Alcura. He's gonna nod and say, "It's better to know."
I think I agree.
You guys start to approach the house. And as you get closer, you see something. A cordoned perimeter of posts with holographic panels that run to each one, kind of like caution tape, but they are red. And they, in Arabesh, goes across saying, "By order of the Emperor, all traitors are to be dealt with to the full extent of the might of the Galactic Empire." A voice comes from a speaker that has been placed on the countertop.
Let this be a lesson to you. There is a new age in the galaxy. One that demands order and respect for peace and prosperity. These citizens were enemies to that peace. They spat on a future of prosperity. The Jedi known as Van Ethan and Isidus Morrison, member of a galactic crime syndicate, have been dealt with. Long live the Empire.
Yeah, like Alcura's like searching through every room at this point, pretty frantic, and like at one point she's like, "What does dealt with mean?" And
Turns to one of the walls and she's gonna just like punch it as hard as she can.
she just like immediately like looks over and like rushes over.
Pry it open. And there within the inside at the very back and things is a little black and green box.
Yeah, I'll take it out.
You open it. And you feel your heart shift again, seeing these remnants of your family.
I'm like rummaging through everything. And I like kind of like hold it up. And I'm like, okay, found some stuff. Comm unit, this is my dad's. I don't know why he would have locked it away before whatever just happened. Does anyone know the cool tech stuff to like
want me to
maybe
take a
see?
look?
Yes, please.
Well, we got a new heading.
Yeah. If you all feel safe enough to do that.
As long as the Empire is in control, there's not a damn place in the world that's safe.
That's good
That's
points.
the truth.
Okay. Where are we? We are.
We're on Endelum.
We're on Andalum. Andalum. Yep.
Endelum
So
4.
Andalum 4. Well, yeah, that's the
Well,
name of
that's
the
the
system.
system.
I don't know.
Yeah,
Well, no,
okay.
because it called it the article, the wiki article also calls this planet Andalum 4, but it is commonly known as just Andalum. I'm assuming that's just because of all of the Andalums in this system, it's the only one that's habited, maybe. So they just call it
Yeah,
Andalum.
probably the only habitable planet in the whole.
We'll be back
string
from
of
our
systems.
Slurpee break. Oh my gosh, Angel, we're gonna have to talk. We're gonna make up a beautiful little ad with Mr. McSlurpee, telling you to come on down.
I'm willing to do voice work for your ad if you need it.
Yeah, we can cut to you as like a patron of Slurpee.
Yeah. I got my slurp on.
Oh my god. We are making this happen. This was one of the fun things at the end of our first campaign that we did. During our last few sessions, we had 4 or 5 ads that we played as during our commercial break, and one of them was like from NPCs that were just doing random things, or we had one for an inn that the players had gone to. I'll have to show them to you guys sometime because they were
Those sound hilarious.
a trip. I mean, there was a lot of deep cut for it, but it was still also like
Worth it.
worth it, definitely. Okay, let's see here. Where are we? Let's go back to this one. All right. You are enjoying your tikis and keeping a low profile from the shrimp, who apparently are the henchmen of whoever's in charge here. Okay. God damn it. It's got I hate it, but I love it at the same time. Okay. What are you guys doing? I'm gonna go ahead.
On out of the fishbowl, right?
All right. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Time to get out of the fishbowl. Beautiful. Okay.
Go find our friend.
Okay. Oh, all right. Someone's pulling up outside the apartment, and they're thumping some music. I'm over here. Going back outside. Back out into the swampy, humid air of Core City. Go ahead, and who would like to ask for some directions?
Out of the city.
Because you got to get to the mining quarter outside of Core City. It's not like there's necessarily maps everywhere, so who would like to? Basically, it's the equivalent of when you're, making a trek or a journey in D&D, like who's leading the expedition kind of thing. So, who would be?
I mean, I am a scout, and we saw like a mining
Several.
village on our way. Fair enough. But we weren't given a specific name of one, were we? It's just go to the mining quarter.
Mining quarter outside the city walls.
So
Jesus.
could I just navigate towards them? Towards what we saw, like the one nearest the city?
You can try, yeah. You don't know if that's necessarily going to be the right one, but yeah, for sure. Make a survival
I
check
can
for me.
try asking people.
Sure. If in that case, what we'll do is we'll do a double roll. Then we'll have Sai go ahead and roll a let's say prestidigitation. That's not correct. Persuasion. You need a roll persuasion check for me. Oh no, sorry, not persuasion. Survival.
Hacker?
Survival.
I'm rolling survival, yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hack is persuasion.
26.
Yeah.
Oh, damn.
Wait, what's your
I only got a
persuasion?
10, so
+7.
Nice.
Dope. All right. You see Akin as you guys are walking through the city, headed towards the outskirts of the outside of the bowl, as it were. You see a handful of street urchins, and they're like in the middle of throwing around it's basically a junk ball. It looks like they have taken a bunch of material and compressed it and then wrapped it in like saran wrap, basically. So it's just like compressed stuff that's been wrapped around over and over and over again until it kind of creates something that they can kind of kick around. And probably there is something about one of the children that just makes you stop and talk to them. It could be they look like they know they kind of have that boss attitude. It's this one young girl that just kind of has like she's the one that's kind of in charge of the other kids. She looks like she's a little bit older than the rest. So
Are you
go-
the head child?
did you wait, are you really? You are? Okay, cool.
I rolled a 26. I can say whatever I want.
I just didn't know if you were like being serious or not. Okay, cool. I can work with that. What about it?
looking for some directions. Think you can help me out?
It's a pretty fancy armor you got.
You can't have it.
That was worth a shot. I could grow into it, you know.
Probably not, kid. I'm pretty big.
All right. So, what's it gonna cost you?
You'd be the one setting the price, right?
Yeah, but what you got?
He points back. You like Slurpees?
Yeah. You're
With
gonna
a
give
couple
me
of non-alcoholic drinks.
every time I think I'm gonna score, you're gonna just rain on my parade. Okay. 4 Slurpees.
Okay.
She
I'll make it
looks
happen.
like she's immediately kicking herself for not saying 5.
You know what? When I go get the Slurpees, I'll get her 5.
Nice.
Okay. What are you looking for?
Mining district. Outside the city. And a safe route.
Oh. See, that's the real trick, isn't it?
It
It's
is.
gonna cost you a Mlurfin.
Do I know what that is?
Nope.
What is that?
They sell them over at Slurpees.
Okay, I'll be right back again.
We're all just standing around watching Akin feed this child.
I like lean over to sign Laura. I'm like, he's good with kids. Great.
Yeah, seems like it.
I'm not so sure, to be honest.
So wait, do you go and get them first and then come back and
Yeah.
all right. Dope. You go and get the 5 Slurpees. They give you a little drink tray, and then a Mlurfin is just like this like flat gooey bread. It's almost like imagine like cheese Danish, but it's filled with jelly and no cheese.
Ooh. Here, get me another one of these.
Beautiful. All right. So, okay. All together, it'd be like 10 credits.
Easy.
Okay. All right. So you take the goods back over to the urchins, and you see the little girl now there's like a troop of them. It's like first you had her attention and then her 2 lackeys, and then the 2 lackeys seem to like spawn like 3 more. And then now that you've returned, there's probably about like almost 10 kids that are just like they're just like coming out of the woodwork basically. And as you hand over the slurps and the Mlurfin, then beautiful. they start passing him around. She goes, all right, you're gonna go that way till you get to the speeder shop. Once you get to the speeder shop, take a left. Once you get past the speeder shop and you go down that left, stop at the fountain, take a right. After the fountain, go behind JoJo's. Once you're behind JoJo's, stay in that alley all the way to the wall. Once you get to the wall, take another right, and there will be a sewer grate, and you can get out the sewer grate, and none of the shrimps will see you. You're lucky it's not Tuesday. Tuesday is the shrimps guard that sewer grate.
Good to know. Pleasure doing business, kid.
You too.
He's so cute. I say in the background. Watching.
Beautiful. All right.
All right, I
Yeah,
know where to go.
Looks like it paid off.
Okay, you should like start a daycare or something. Yeah, again. You did so good.
Ooh, a daycare. That's amazing. Mandalorian daycare. That might get might be some authority.
I think there was already a show like that.
Oh yeah, good point. Good point. I've seen that show. Oh my god, that was amazing. All right, cool. All right. Beautiful. All right. You follow this suggested route.
Yeah, I think so. That sounds reliable.
Yeah. You get about halfway through this route, and when you get to JoJo's shop, JoJo's shop is incidentally kind of close to some of the other landing pads, and you see in probably about within 200 feet, the tall fins of the Imperial shuttle, the transport ship. You remember in in Rogue One that like it was kind of like long, but it has still the same fold up fins, fold up sleeves. But yeah, it's that long kind of transport shuttle. And you see that you can see pretty clearly. You see that there are 2 stormtroopers that are guarding the on-ramp of the cargo hold. Not facing your direction. They're just kind of like facing away from you as you guys are coming up to it. But you see no others, aside from 2 stormtroopers, you don't see any other Imperial presence here. And haven't actually seen any other Imperial presence here. You do see that there is currently on the loading dock, waiting to be processed, it seems, several large round containers that are kind of like stacked in crates. We're talking like 2, almost 3 feet across. They're large containers that stand probably about 5 feet tall, about 2.5 feet across or so. And they're just like stacked in boxes, and they're like probably like 2-3 boxes high. So a pretty substantial amount of goods, and they seem to be getting ready to put those onto the shuttle. But you go behind.
Really fast, I like elbow side. I'm like, oh my gosh, there's Imperials there. Did you see that?
Yeah. I picked up their ship on our way in.
Oh.
Don't worry.
Okay, that's
it's only
why you look
one.
so calm.
It's only one transport ship, and as far as we can tell, no force sensitive.
Okay, that's cool. Sounds good. Okay.
All right.
I like eye the other 2, like being like, do they seem calm too? Is this just me? I don't say anything.
You go in through behind the shop and head into the alley. And this is the one part where, of all of the instructions, it seems the cagiest, I guess, because you're in an alley behind a bunch of buildings, and there's like the occasional trash compactor entrance. There's a couple of like random little skittering furry creatures that are just like scatter as soon as you approach. They look like they were eating the remnants of some really rotten fruit that had fallen from some trees. But then go ahead and make a perception check, all of you.
Oh, my dice are turning on me again. So 9.
14 also.
9.
Beautiful.
2 14s, 2 9s.
214. That's pretty wild. I love it though. Okay. Let's see here. Okay. You go down the alleyway, occasionally looking over your shoulder just to see if you're being followed, but you see nobody. You get to the wall. So far, so good. There has not been any, like, not necessarily interference, but the intel seems to have been genuine. You look down to the path to the right, and probably about 60 feet or so, you see the sewer grate, where there is like probably about 3 or 4 inches of sludgy, algae-ish water that is just like slowly going through the grate outside the city. But that
Oh,
looks like
sorry,
your
I
way
mentioned
out.
this, right?
I don't know. Did you? Did you?
I mean, we were listening, I think. So,
Beautiful.
all right, we got to drop down in there. Let's try not to draw any attention. This is the kind of thing that stands out.
You look around and there's like nobody around, which makes it even worse. It feels like just because like if there were people around, you're like, you want to avoid the eyes, but because there's nobody around this part of the wall, it's like if anybody does look in this direction, you stand out even more. So if that makes sense.
Sure.
Okay, you go up to the sewer grate and it is currently locked.
The hell it is. Oh, is this a mechanical lock or like an electronic lock? Because I am prepared for one of those things.
It is a bolt lock.
All right, well, lightsabers out.
Okay. Yeah, you guys make a little wall around us, and we'll just like go really fast, like I can like la la la, hold it behind my back, like you mean lore, and then you just like turn it on really fast and then turn it really like off.
Well,
That's subtle,
we're
right?
gonna do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right.
I could also.
It's behind our back, so we're standing there like nonchalantly, and like behind us, we just turn it on, and then.
We just make sure that we're turning it on the right way.
And then it is actually faced at the lock, and it is very, very quickly just kind of turn it on, and then turn it off, and it's done. You look
Man, that's
over, and
handy.
like, the little metal pieces is like the metal starting to cool, and you open the gate. It like creaks really loudly because it's not been opened in a long time. The 4 of you choom, 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 to go inside just like that. Choom, choom, choom.
Is this a Mario pipe?
Had I thought
Yes.
about that, that would have
Let's
been
go.
amazing.
I mean, you made the sound effect. We're gonna get sued by Nintendo and Disney in one episode.
Beautiful.
Just before we move on from there, because this is probably pretty obvious what we've left behind, right?
If someone came up and looked at it, maybe.
Okay. You don't seem too concerned. Maybe we'll just move on then.
That's up to you guys.
Yeah, just to be safe. Sai's gonna open up his wrist pad, type something onto it real quick, and he pulls off a little piece of metal and strings it around, and you can see it kind of like clamps in and locks the gate shut. And then as he walks away from it, he just says, "Force will be with you," is how you get through this gate from now on.
That's
Just in
amazing.
case something happens to
Oh,
me.
like a password?
Yeah.
What? That's cool.
All right.
Okay.
Beautiful. Walking inside, you walk through the there's like the squishy, muddy like algae that's on the side as you guys like walk inside, and it's enough to where you have to crouch down a little bit to walk in it, but it's not like you're not having to crawl. So there's that at least. It's just you have to kind of keep your head low and avoid bonking it on any protrusions. The smell in here is nice. And the deeper you go into the dark, don't think any of you have dark vision. The further you get away from the hatch, the darker it gets.
I can if I need it.
Okay.
Yeah. The helmet gives me dark vision. I can put that
Oh,
on.
nice. Okay. You see about 20 feet into the wall, there is another wall that is in front of you. And if the closer you get, you're like, God damn, it's a dead end. And then you see that it's just a sharp L junction. And it like goes off to the right. And then there's another wall, and it curves again to the left. And from there, you see in this little zigzag that there is another gate that seems to lead out into the outside of the wall. Keep going. All right.
Yeah.
Getting to the next door, it also is locked from the outside.
Didn't catch
I
that
hear
show.
you.
You gonna do it? You gonna do it again? Laura, you gonna do it or Alkura?
Floor will do it this time.
All right. Do making it quick and turn it on and off and zap through it. The door is now also melting, just like the last one. And as you open this one, also making the creaking sound. This one feels a little heavier, and you have to push, really push on it. Give me a strength check, please.
$15.
15. All right, not
That's
bad. You give it a little push, and then it doesn't give, and you push it again, and it finally like breaks the crusted stuff that had been like hardened onto the hinges, and it like breaks free as like a mixture of like rust, hardened mud, and who knows what other things that you don't want to think about. That is just like, because it's the exit of this sewer grate, right? So it's just been like icked out of for a while. But on the outside of this, you see a small little like pool where the liquid has falls down into. It's probably about like a 10-foot like little drop off. And from here, you see that there is a very lightly beaten path that kind of goes off into the jungle, where probably about 200 feet in that direction, you can see the outcroppings of a couple of buildings. All right. What are you guys going to do?
All right. Well, let's head in towards it. Follow my lead. Try to stay quiet. Try to go unnoticed as much as possible. And we'll see if we can't find this fellow.
Just to let you know, I don't know like if there's gonna be any trouble, but if we ever need to like maybe separate, I can do this new thing with the Force where we can all connect in our minds and talk for like 10 minutes, you know? So like check in with each other. I mean, it's only for 10 minutes, but you know, if something happens, maybe we need to like split up or check in with her. I don't know what's gonna happen. I just figured I'd say it.
It's good to know. That might come in handy, although the idea does freak me out a little bit, I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, it's just like a comms link.
Well, I mean, I've got a comms link, do you?
Yeah. It's more fun.
Checks out.
We should just say, Alkura, do it or something, and that's our
All right,
signal.
if we feel it's necessary, for sure.
Yeah.
Though I'd err on the side of not having someone else inside my head.
Oh, okay.
It's if it makes you feel any better, you're probably the only person I'd trust to do that. So
Thanks.
Laura gives him like a little bit of like a dark look, like really.
So I trust Laura with a lot of things, but I don't think he'd trust her with his brain.
She did
Or a
just
ship.
have. She did just have a dark presence in there, so you know.
That's true. There was another guy in there hanging out for a bit.
Yeah, and then he, not knowing what happened, he just heard like, yeah, there was some dark force inside her head. Not about to open the welcome gates, you know?
Listen, that's what firewalls are for. It's fine.
So yeah, I'd like to stealth.
Definitely
towards
makes.
the
Go ahead,
mining
all
camp.
y'all make a stealth check for me.
All y'all.
All y'all make a stealth check for me.
Ooh, well, not a great roll, but With a plus
25.
11, that's an 18 again.
18.
High
Nine.
stealth.
Oh no.
Forgot about
9.
it,
That
stop.
is beautiful.
Ugh.
Love-
24?
We love those.
So I'm still the highest.
Okay. Okay. Overall, not terrible. You walk your way through
Just make-
this. You walk your way through this jungle. Come on. Okay. Let's see if we can get some. There we go. As you're walking through this forest and you're watching like the various flight creatures, the creatures that fly about from branch to branch and the other ones that crawl on the ground. It's a very lively place for being a mining colony. It definitely, you kind of in your mind maybe had thought, oh, it would be a little more dreary or a little more, toxic or something, but it seems like there are definitely parts of this green jewel that are very pretty. And as you approach these other buildings, you can see that it looks like these are older parts of the city that had been built before and are now run down and are outside of the wall, so they are even more overgrown. There's a lot of vines that cover a good portion of the buildings where the trees aren't already like starting to encroach, and like you can see some of the like branches have fallen on parts of the roof, and then that's already kind of created its own little ecosystem on different parts. It's a very dilapidated but nice in a sense kind of place. You do see that there are a couple of individuals that are out and about. This looks like these are maybe like these are definitely homes, but it doesn't seem like any one person. This is like almost like a large building that maybe serves as like an apartment complex where a lot of people are living in it. It's almost to the point of being like a homeless shelter kind of vibes. There's a lot of people that are just sitting around outside, but then also some people that are kind of coming and going with purpose as they are walking towards what looks like a more cleared out section of the forest. It's even further. It's deeper in. It looks like it runs a path towards one of the local mining sections in the mountains that are to the south. But stepping in, you can see a couple of people that kind of give you the eye as like, who is this? And then some people don't care, and some people just kind of watch you curiously.
Does it look like there's any sort of gathering place?
There's a couple people that are gathered by the entrance of what looks like a building that is like if you could say like an apartment building. It's probably about like 70 feet across and about like 100 feet long. It's decently big enough, but at its front, you can see that there's some people that are just hanging out at the front steps.
Laura, you're better at talking to people and not starting a fight than I am. You maybe want to ask some of these fellows about Zephyl.
Yeah. I can try.
You go pick a friendly person.
Yeah.
A friendly-ish looking person. You see this older human lady that's there. It looks like she's in the process of knitting something. Her hands look blackened and soot-covered, maybe stained with like some sort of dye or something that she's just kind of like mending what looks like an old shirt.
Can I ask you a question?
Sure, dear.
We're looking for someone, and I don't know if you would know if they're here or.
Oh? Who are you looking for?
Have you heard of a Zorful?
No. Inside check. Go ahead.
Yeah. I was... 26.
Tree line.
Ooh.
Yeah. You can tell me. I won't say you were the one who said it.
I don't know what you mean, dear.
Oh, you totally did. I know you're lying.
She swallows. Make a persuasion check.
Oh, well.
To well.
Yes.
Beautiful. What do you want with Za?
We're just looking for him to find some information.
Well, you won't find a him, but you'll find a her. Zafol keeps us safe from the shrimp and Jaum.
Hmm.
What do you
Wait,
want
sure.
with her?
She looks back at the others.
We just believe she might have information on a missing friend. Someone who might want to avoid the shrimp and Jaum and others.
The lady kind of looks down at what she's working with her little knitting needles. And then you hear a little voice that comes from behind the lady.
Hey, hey, hey! What do you mean you're looking for, sir?
And you see coming from around the old lady, a tiny little Anzelin. Oh my god. Babu Frick. Remember, you know who Babu Frick is? So the
Shit. Okay.
teeny tiny little guy. And he's like,
What are you looking for, sir, for?
Zoth, good to meet you.
Oh, no! I'm Zeg!
Oh. I'm so sorry. I just assumed with that entrance that perhaps you were
Oh, no! No, Za had Big Blue! Big Blue!
and he kind of gestures towards the back of its head, like it like does like this.
Big Blue! Big Blue! You look over there! Over there in hut! Over there in hut!
I'm so overwhelmed by this character.
Listen, I'm gonna put on a performance for you. I'm gonna put on a performance for you.
What-
Dance, monkey, dance.
What is Zick pointing at?
It's pointed at like a little ruined hut that's probably a good like 20 feet away.
I just insight him to make sure he's
Sure.
not leading
good
us around
idea.
in a circle. Yeah. 15.
15. Okay. From what you can tell, it's being honest. You're just kind of like it does kind of seem to come out from nowhere, and then as he's speaking, another Anzelin comes out from behind the granny also. And you hear me, and then the other one, like, they start going back and forth talking to each other, and then like, I throw a hat in the hat. He's having a hard time speaking basic, like it's not his native language, but he's trying his best.
Yeah. Simply put, I think that a friend of ours, trying to escape capture, may have hidden out here sometime in the last couple of days. And from what I know, Zoffel is the person that people would go to if they were looking to avoid notice around here.
The granny's like,
It is possible that that maybe Za knows who you're looking for.
And we can find her in that hut.
she looks down at Zeg.
Well, if anybody should know, it would be Zeg and Zlid.
All right. Well, thank you for your help.
Oh, no problem.
She just goes back to like fiddling with her knitting needles.
As they head back towards that other hut, he just kind of like, those people were a little bit weird, right?
Mm-hmm.
I like them.
Nothing against them, but I don't know. That was a little bit crazy.
That's loud.
Big
You guys are all
Blue
doing
is
great
what
at
did it for
talking
me.
people, though.
Well, maybe, and that's maybe what I'm kind of getting to is usually it doesn't go this well, and usually you don't get these crazy high energy characters willing to give things up too easily. Maybe it's just, my own poor experiences, but let's be careful in this hut.
Okay. I mean, Laura was really persuasive, though. You did great, Laura.
Laura's very good at this sort of thing. I relied on her many times for it.
We can be careful for sure.
Gone back in time.
There it goes.
You know what happened
Reconnection.
there.
Yeah.
Are we good?
It's
Excellent.
says it's reconnecting.
There we
Ha
go.
ha.
Hey!
Oh my gosh.
We did it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Aaron
look-
overloaded the server with his awesomeness. It happens.
Oh no. You go towards the hut, and as you're stepping closer, you can see that the front door is not really a door. It's just like a leather tarp that is like hung over in front of the door. Looks like as you got closer, the roof is partially collapsed, but there's another leather tarp that kind of covers over the top of it. So it's definitely a ruins. But that's where they said to go.
Hello in there without entering.
Hi, Chubadanaga. Anybody speak Huttese?
No, I don't.
No.
But one of my companions does.
Does my droid?
Hold on. I actually have translation program, which
Ooh.
I'm gonna have to look it up, unfortunately.
Achuta. Achuapanki.
You don't speak Galactic Basic?
Yes. Who are you?
Oh,
Oh, thank goodness.
well, there we go.
Yeah.
We're looking for Zawful.
You hear the click of a carbine. Who's asking?
Friends. We think that a friend of ours may have come to you looking to hide away, and we're here to help them get away from their trouble.
How do I know you're not with Jaum?
We don't
I
know him
mean-
at all.
That's a fair question, but if you knew who I was, you would know that I'm more likely to kill Jaum than work with him.
The leather tarp moves aside, and a blue Twi'lek woman comes out. You see her blaster pistol that is like pointed, at first just in the general direction, but then now kind of just goes back and forth to a couple of you. And she kind of just goes and just like, okay, give me a good reason why I don't have to shoot you now.
Well, we're looking for a friend, like I said.
Yes.
And
Who's this friend that you're looking for?
Alcura.
My dad. His name's sorry. His name's Osiris. I don't know if I just know a call was made in this like general area, so I've been like looking everywhere.
She lowers the blaster a little bit, but you know, side that it is still active, and her fingers like it's a quick like pull and shoot.
Oh yeah.
She just has it down to the side a little bit. What was your father's name again?
Poseidus? Morrison?
Morrison.
Mm-hmm.
Like Crymora Morrison. Like she
Ex
starts
Crymora Morrison. Yes, X. Totally X. Like 20 years removed, sort of thing.
Oh. And you are what? His daughter?
Yeah.
Oh wait, are you serious?
Yeah, I'm totally serious.
She looks closer at you. Holster like lets go of the like the carbine, so it like starts to cool down. You can hear the little as it like goes down, and she holsters it, and you realize that her other hand that had been behind her back, she had like a little scout blaster pistol, and she also holsters that. I don't do anything for the Crymora or the Crymora family. That is all
Yeah.
That is all Saria's job. I try and stay away from the syndicates.
That's
Sorry.
wise.
She's the Crymora slug that works here in the city.
So
I
if
only
he
know-
placed a call to a friend on this planet a couple of days ago, it would have been to her?
Probably. I just know of the Morrison family by reputation. And because Saria is Crymora herself.
Hmm.
Um,
Or is he actually in good standing with the Crymora to be receiving favors?
that I would know of. I mean, he tried to disappear, when he left.
Is that sort of thing frowned
mean-
upon in their organization?
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's total backstab traitor thing. I mean, you're turning your back on the family.
So he's probably dead. And it's still saying we're okay. Now it's reconnecting. So I'll have to.
Okay.
I see something.
Looks like,
There you
yeah. We're
Yeah.
back.
All right, we're back. We're good. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I know. We're almost there. I swear. What was the last thing you heard me say?
He's probably dead.
Beautiful. I
Yep.
just wanted the
Yep.
good. Glad. What did you say?
I just say, well, that's not exactly what I want to accept till I know. So, I don't know. Her name's, what'd you say her name was?
Saria. Saria.
Saria? Is
S-
Saria seem totally Crymora, or does she have like a sympathetic side?
She's a heartless slug.
Okay.
So I don't know what that means in, syndicate terms, but I wouldn't assume that she would act kindly if your father tried to leave the organization.
Uh-huh.
That's why I
Yeah.
said it might be best that you just move on.
Do you think for enough credits she would help someone who had left the organization?
I think for enough credits, she would sell out her own family to help whoever she wanted.
Well, then I think we might have our answer.
Yeah. I could see that.
Okay. Where do we find this Saria?
I don't know. Somewhere in the city, I'm guessing.
In core.
Yes. She works with Jaum.
Oh,
Shit.
okay. So is Jaum in good standing with Crymora then?
Your guess is as good as mine. I try to stay away from Jaum and his freaking beetles. I don't want anything to do with
Beetles?
him. Yes, his beetles. It's where he
What's
makes
so
all his
special
money.
about? How is he making so much money off of beetles?
Wait, is this your first time here on Nendalum?
Yeah, we've been here for
Yeah.
what, an hour?
Yeah.
Well, Jaum sells the beetles to refiners. The refiners make jelly out of the beetles. The beetle jelly makes blasters a little more potent.
Oh,
He sells them to anybody who wants to, and currently, from what I hear, the Empire is starting to get in on it.
that's why they're here.
Interesting.
Do you know how many are with them?
No. Probably half the shrimp in the city work for him.
I meant the Empire.
Oh, I don't know. I stay out of the fishbowl.
Yeah, that's smart. I got some bad ideas for him, and I'm wondering how bad they are.
Listen, if you go after Jaum, you're going to need an army. Or at least something close to an army.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Not
There's...
after him, he'd go after his enemies. Well, his allies make them as enemies.
I mean, are
Uh,
we going after him or are we just like trying to talk to someone?
Not yet, but
Oh, okay. I thought I missed a social cue or something. I was wondering what.
no, this
Oh.
is just Psy being Psy.
Oh,
Just thinking about
You know.
overthrowing a planetary not government.
There's...
I'm mostly thinking about lining our pockets a little bit, strengthening our weapons, and in the process weakening a crime lord and the Empire.
oh.
You know, typical Saturday.
Uh-huh. There's a... She cut the... Za kind of looks over to each of you. And then there's... You hear from the out of nowhere, a...
Uh-oh.
And she looks down. Oh no! And there is a blaster mark bolt in her chest. Poodoo. And she falls over to the ground.
I like
Is she?
immediately
Super.
like heal her.
I was wondering the same thing.
She falls to
Try.
the ground, but you know that the blaster bolt came from somewhere behind you.
I look behind me.
Yeah. Yeah,
You-
taking
you-
cover like at the door frame kind of deal.
Yeah, you guys, like, Akura dives down for Za, who's laying on the ground, like, already basically already dying. Lore and Side dive for the pillars of the entryway to this hut. And Akin, as you turn around, you see on the other side, coming from kind of off to the side where the large apartment building is, 2 Mandalorians that are walking your direction. And I'm going to have you guys roll for a quick initiative.
I thought you were like ramping up to an ending there, but we're gonna do this.
Well,
We're
you know,
doing
there's
it.
only 2 of them.
All right. This
19.
dying, which should
Wow.
end up to,
Ooh.
Okay.
I'm sorry,
got
21.
22.
Ooh, nice. Okay, so 22 for Sai, 21 for Akin. Let me roll for these guys, because I'm just gonna box them together so that it's easier. What is there? Hello? Or is there initiative? Okay. We're just gonna go with. Oh yes, duh. Oh no, that's sad. Lore, where are you at? You're muted.
What? No.
Oh, there you are.
I see now.
Now I can hear you.
12. I rolled
12?
12.
Okay, and then Alkura.
18.
19, 12. Beautiful. Well, that's okay because these guys got a 7, so they're at the bottom of the initiative.
Nice. Nice.
Let me. Hold on. Make sure that this is good. Where is. Oh. Well, nah, we're not going to worry about the camera right now. It's fine because it's just 2 of them and they're coming towards you and they are not going for cover. But Sai, you are the first.
Yeah, so this is going to come as a big surprise, but I'm going to draw both my heavy blasters. And
Start shooting.
I'm going to start shooting at
What?
And then I start
the one on the
blasting.
left, I suppose. And then I start blasting. So that's going to be 21 to hit.
One is looks like a smaller framed person. The other one looks like a larger guy, like a bruiser.
I think I'm going to try to stop the bruiser before he gets in close then.
Okay.
So yeah, it's going to be a 21 to hit.
21 hits.
Nice. So I'm just trying to read something real quick.
And then Akin, you'll be up next.
Okay.
And that's going to be... darn, I rolled a 1 on damage. So that's going to be 6.
6 points.
Energy damage. And then, second blaster is going to be a 19 to hit.
Also hits.
Nice. And a 9 energy damage.
9 energy
And then the
damage.
third shot is probably going to miss, unfortunately. It's a 15.
15, that does miss. That one strikes
Right.
the best car armor and goes, pew, flies off.
All right, these guys are armored pretty tough, so make them count.
Okay,
That's my turn.
beautiful. All right, Akin.
Also,
Yeah.
it does move back into cover for the record.
Yeah.
So Akin is going to take out his sword and his blaster pistol, and I'm going to activate Tactical Insight.
Nice.
So basically, I can give someone a D4 once per turn for an attack or an ability check. That's an action. I use my bonus action to sight up the small one. If they move 5 feet before the end of mine or before the beginning of my next turn, I get to take a shot at them.
Beautiful.
And basically, just I'll be telling you like, this is probably what they're gonna do. This is where you should shoot their armor. That kind of stuff.
Okay. Beautiful. And then we're gonna use this. Okay.
You'd be the one to know, too.
Yep. Okay.
Makes a lot of sense.
We'll do this like this. Okay. That way I can visualize it. I have little pieces here. All right. You do that as you are looking that direction. And you kind of do you stay kind of there in the doorway, or do you also try and like crouch down and get into cover as best you can?
Yeah, I guess I could try and get into cover, but I'm ready to engage in melee once they're close enough, basically.
Beautiful. Currently they are what looks like about 40 feet from where you guys are at.
Okay.
Okay. as they are coming forward, and you kind of finally like really focus. And I would say that Sai, you get to see this also. Their armor color is a similar pattern to Atkins. It's like not the same necessarily like red and black, but it's like different shades, but you can tell that they are reddish and black in different like areas. So it's almost it's just kind of like a strange, like almost look of similarity between them. Okay. Akura, you're up next, and then Laura, you're up next after that.
Yeah, I think I like immediately like kneel down next to I forgot her name. I have sorry on my head
Za.
now. Za, thank you. So I like kneel down next to Za. I'll use Channel the Force, the lend aid feature, so I can give 9 HP back.
Okay.
So I'm just like trying to like focus in and heal the wound quickly to see if I can
Okay.
make sure she doesn't die.
Okay. You focus in, and as you're reaching in to try and bring her back, you can tell that you are just on the cusp of almost being too late, as like you can feel the last bits of her spirit joining with the Force, but you manage to hold her in place just enough. She's still unconscious, and she's definitely going to be like out for now, but
Yeah.
Definitely.
Okay. So then like if I can I drag her like away, like out of like into the building?
Yeah, you can like try and pull.
something?
Yeah, you pull her into the inside of the hut where she is living, and as you bring her and drag her in out of the way and prop her up against the wall a little bit. You take a quick glance around, and this definitely looks like someone's like abode that is also like a tent, but tent built around like this like collapsing building. But yeah, you bring her inside.
Okay. Yeah. I'll just kind of I'll prop her up and be like, okay, we'll handle this. And then I like kind of duck back out. And I'll just kind of be ready for next time.
Okay. Beautiful. Laura, what are you doing?
How many feet away are they?
40.
40? Okay, so she is going to use her improved saber throw because that can reach 60 feet.
Nice.
And she'll do that twice.
Aiming
Two.
for the commando or the heavy. Which one?
We'll go with the commando first.
Okay.
That's a 22.
22. That definitely hits.
Okay. 28.
That's the closest I got to a saber throw.
Yeah.
That was great.
So
It's
that's
solid.
11. Wait,
11 damage.
16 damage, sorry.
16.
And they gain 1 level of slowed.
Nice.
All right.
And she's going to do that one more time, but she's going to try and hit the other one.
Okay. So it's like it spins past, strikes the armor of the one commando, goes back and around behind her, and like strikes towards the heavy.
24.
24 hits. Starts coming
That'll
back.
be 12 damage.
12 damage.
Nice.
All right.
And 1 level of slowed. And then the next attack made against them will have an additional 1d10.
Damn.
Nice. All right. Now it's the Mando's turn. The heavy brings up his heavy blaster cannon and starts to fire off in that direction. I need the 4 of you to make dexterity saving throws for me, please.
Let's do that. That's
Dexterity saving
the
throw.
amount of times I've rolled a 4 today is so
Funny.
frustrating. That's 12 total.
17.
13.
13. You need. All right. Who? 13 was below. Okay. Who got below a 15? Was you two? Okay. Beautiful. So I need. All right. So that is going to be. 11.
Does one of you want to try with an additional
16,
D4?
17.
Either one. It's fine.
What did you get?
I got 13.
You're closer. Go for it.
Okay. I got a 16 now.
The
Thanks.
blasters go out. 16 still is. Oh no, 16 does pass because you need 15.
Yeah.
All right. So then you, Sai, you're gonna take. Oh my gosh. 16 points of energy damage. And
I think
then
that's the first time you've actually hit me so far. So
I think so too. That's why I'm kind of in shock. Not gonna lie. I was like, wait, I hit. And then half for those of you who succeeded the save, it'll be half of that. So, 8. Yeah.
Or-
No.
yeah.
Yeah.
You said 16, right?
Got 8.
That is 1. Oh, and then wait, hold on. Makes 2 attacks with its blaster cannon. Oh, so I guess I do need another one. Make a secondary save, I guess.
Oh, definitely failed that one.
Well, this time it's a 13. I'll actually use my human defiance and add a D4 and see if I can.
There you go.
2. That brings up to 15. That's a pass, right?
I got a 15 also.
Yep. 15 is the pass. What you need for this.
I got a 21.
All right, beautiful. So then you're gonna take half of 13, so 6.
Okay.
6 points of energy damage.
13
It's the
total.
blast. Yes.
Okay.
No, 13 was not halved, so you're taking half of 13. If you
I
succeeded,
got the
yeah.
full amount.
Okay. Oh, I saw.
I rolled like a 2 on the die. It's not gonna happen.
So you come out of the door flap and you just like the laser blaster just like going all around you, and you like have to duck down as the there is shrapnel from the debris of the rock that's like spraying down around you. The commando is going to use her their jetpack to fly in and get
Taking the shot.
Taking a shot. All right, take the shot.
Take the shot. Oh, that's pretty good. What is that? Damn it, where'd my character sheet go? 22.
22. Okay. 22 hits.
Okay. And sorry, I want to clarify something, even though it's a little late now.
Yeah.
It's similar, but it's not the same, right? Like I'm weirded out, but I'm not like thinking that these are people that I would know.
Correct.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Okay,
that's an
8.
important distinction.
Yeah, that is.
8 damage.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Hold on here. Oh, nope, that is not correct. All right. You fire off the blaster as this commander is like leaping towards you, and you see that as they are getting close, there is a blade in one hand and a blaster pistol in the other. And as they come in to do the attack, you see that blaster bolt like hits kind of like in the arm around the the creases between the armor, and like you can see it, like there's a momentary like kickback, but then it just continues to come in forward for this attack. Okay, let's see here. They're gonna make a attack with the blade. They're gonna shoot the blaster as they're coming in, and that's going to be a 13 to hit, which I think misses for you, right, Akin?
Yeah. I've got a 19.
Okay. Oof. And as they fly in with their hidden blade, that is a natural 20 for a total of 26 on that one.
Ooh.
Ouch.
Okay. Then I need to. Let's see. Hidden blade is ease. So
Just perfectly through a weak spot in my armor.
yeah. That is going to be 14 points of kinetic damage for the hidden blade. As it like goes in there for a quick stab. And now that she is up close, make an insight check, Akin.
Why would I be making an insight check, Aaron? 16.
Okay, this commander used a move that you're familiar with, and that's how they got through your defenses.
Damn it.
And we're top of the round, Sai. You have one commando that is like 10 feet from you right now, fighting engaged with Akin.
Yeah, she's come into the hut, right?
No, well, you guys are like there's like on the door in the doorway. There's like doorway and like a porch kind of thing. So you guys are in the porch in front of her hut.
I see.
That's where the
Okay.
pillars are that you can kind of hide behind.
Well, Sai's a little frustrated from having been hit. So I think, given the
not use a nuke.
circumstances,
Do not use a nuke.
no, the collateral damage of
Everyone roll
I
new
think
characters.
it's time.
No. I think he's just going to kind of focus in on the one who actually shot him.
Beautiful. On the heavy, gotcha.
Yeah. I'm going to trust Akin to take care of this guy in melee. Plus, he's got Lore there to support, so I'm not too worried. I'm going to target lock on the heavy, and I'm
Okay.
also going to mark him as my Ranger's Quarry, which requires no action.
Beautiful.
Then I'm going to attack, and that's going to be 22 to hit,
22 hits.
and that's going to be that's 13 energy damage.
13. All right.
And then a second attack is a 23 to hit. And that's going to be 15 energy damage.
15. Dang. Very nice.
Yeah, he just comes out as he locks onto him. You can see his little eyepiece comes down and he's like honed in on this guy. Getting like a feed of all his data and his biometrics.
Yeah. All right. Cool.
Don't try that trick again. And then he takes cover very carefully.
A couple of shots like that hit close by your face as it comes in. All right, Akin, you're up next, and then Akura, you're up next after that.
Sure.
Okay. I'm gonna use Second Wind, which for me, everybody else gets 8 temporary HP when I do this.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
That's cool.
So, what do I
Because
roll, a
why
D10?
not?
Yeah. God, where did it go? I'm still not very good at navigating this character sheet. I roll it is a D10 plus fighter level. Okay, so I get 12 back.
12 back. All right, cool.
Yeah, and that is bonus action, I think, so I can make 2 attacks with my sword, which I have out. That's a natural 20.
Nice.
Oh, nice.
Nat 20 versus Nat 20. I love when that happens.
See, I know this move, so I know how to counter it, right?
You do.
And then no way. I rolled another nat 20.
Okay.
Wow.
Yes.
Holy shit. Okay, cool. So, am I rolling this D8? Yeah.
It's because of that sponsorship brought to you by Slurpees. Need that 20 brought to you by Slurpee.
Okay, so 30 total.
30 damage total.
Yep.
And that sour slurp really hit the spot.
Holy mackerel.
Inspired him.
What is so this knife move? You at first had blocked it, and she kind of did one of those what's it called? Winter Soldier, kind of like flipped it up in the air, caught it with the other hand, and like stabbed it like under into the side of your gut. But you've seen this move before, and you know this move somehow. What is your counter move for this as you're doing this attack?
So I guess I try and catch her hand because she's got a knife, so
Yeah.
her arm is like, or their arm is like pretty close, and basically sort of like get behind him, and that just gives me a perfect opening to stab the shit out of them, I guess. I don't know.
Okay. You're using this with the vibroblade you have?
Yeah.
Nice. You counter the move, and like with practiced ease, you're almost surprised and not surprised at how well you're able to get around the defenses, as like they're just a tad bit too slow, and it makes your brain kind of like second guess whether you knew that move or not, because like there would no way that they would have been countered this easily. So it's just kind of like the quickness of the move. You get in there and stab. We'll say you stab the blade kind of down into the thigh a little bit, and you can see them kind of buckle as you did a significant amount of damage. So I'm giving it like a significant like hampered movement there. So you're going for that leg, and you can see them kind of crumple down to almost one knee, and you hear the cry out of pain through the helmeted voice, just like ah! And it also causes you to like, for the splittest of moments, hesitate. All right, Alkura, what is your next move? You're walking out. You have the blaster bolts. You have to kind of duck down for cover. You see the commander that like leaps in, gets engaged with Akin in this really close knife and sword vibroblade fight. Sai is blasting off with this heavy gunner that's approaching with this big Gatling gun. What are you guys doing? Or what are you doing?
I think, and it's like, is the armor thing kind of noticeable to us, or would it be more to Akin who's noticing that?
I'll say the colors are similar. The placement of the colors are where it differs. So like,
Okay.
let's say like he has like red shoulder pieces up here. Theirs is black, but then they have a red stripe on it. Like the color coding is very similar, or it's color coded very similarly, but there are different pieces that are colored differently than the others. They're just using the same red and black.
Okay. I think before I make my move, can I do a quick like call out to someone?
Sure.
Do you mind? Do you, okay. Can I just go to, I like call out to Akin. Hey, do you need help, or should I get the other guy?
I don't know. Help me!
So I reach out my hand, and I will cast, or use the force. I guess it's not cast here. Stun. So they have to roll a wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom saving throw on the commando. Okay. That is going to be a 23 total.
Oh, yeah, they definitely are fine. So she's like trying to like stun them, basically, like make their head like a little fuzzy so they can't focus as well.
You can
And-
see them kind of like shake, and then like they're shaking it off, but like they're just like, ah.
Okay, so then she just kind of like, oh, dang it. And then she goes, I'm sorry, that wasn't helpful at all. And then I just like run over and I'll also engage with her. So she has 2 targets now.
Okay. It's like Akura jumps over and into the fray. You see her power on her saber, and does do this like quick little flourish as she gets
Yeah,
into
like ready.
position. All right, cool. Let's see here. All right, Laura, it is your turn.
How far is the other one?
The gunner, the other gunner, he is now about 20 feet away. He's like slowly been advancing as he's like he's doing that really, the heavy gunner just like walk slow.
Yeah.
And then, yeah.
Yeah. So Laura's going to run out to him, pulling out both of her lightsabers and burning them on.
Beautiful.
And she is gonna start attacking.
Okay.
26 to hit.
26 definitely hits.
$16 for damage.
16 for damage. Beautiful.
And then she's going to do her extra attack. And that is a 18 to hit.
18 also hits.
Okay. It's 10 damage.
10.
And then she's going to use her bonus action with 2-weapon fighting.
Dang. Blades spinning everywhere.
17 to hit.
17 also hits, just barely.
Okay, so that is 9 damage.
Beautiful. Moving forward, 9 damage. All right, they are looking pretty hurt. All right, beautiful. Beautiful. Now you are up close. It is now the Mando's turns. Big gunner guy is going to, since you are close, he's going to try and bash you twice with his cannon. The first one is going to be natural 20 for a total of 25.
Jesus.
So
Hey,
And then the second one is a 17. 18,
yeah, they
sorry.
both hit.
Both hit? Okay. Let's see here. The first bash, that is the natural 20. I cannot think. Critical. The critical hit will be 14. I cannot math. 16 points of kinetic damage for that first bash. And then the second hit is going to be only 6 points of kinetic damage for the. It's like that was like a crack, and then it poof, bops you, like jams the back of the cannon into back of the cannon into your sternum, kind of knocking the air from your lungs. Just like hits you
Ouchie.
across the face, then poof, elbows you in the gut. Wild. Okay. But you can see as he does that, and he like goes in for that last jab to your midsection. He kind of stumbles forward a bit because he's so wounded that he's kind of like, you can tell he's like off his game. The commando is going to use both. She's gonna like try and she's gonna use a. She's gonna try and fling Akin onto your back. She's basically gonna grab your arm and like trying to fling you over. So I need you to make a acrobatics or athletics check for me.
Oh, we're definitely doing athletics. Okay.
So this is going to be on my end. This was a 21.
Okay. I got a 23.
Ha! So, she tries to grab you, and again, it's one of those like your brain goes like, I know this move, and so you allow yourself to be flung forward, but you wind up landing on your feet, and now you're in front of her. And then she uses like you could hear her like almost growl, just like ah, and like takes her knife and then tries to use it to stab you.
Nice try, Rook.
This is going to be a oh no, that's a 12. That doesn't hit. The knife, like you catch the knife and you catch her wrist and like bring it back over so it like misses. It kind of scrapes along the edges of your helmet, just kind of goes as she tried to catch under your helmet to try and stab you, but you like catch her arm and bring it up over. You can hear that little sparks fly as the comes up and across the helmet there. Dang, that's awful because that was she's up close. There ain't anything else she's gonna do. All right, so Sai, you are up next. Top of the round again.
Yeah. All right. Well, Sai's gonna hop out of his cover and run the 20 feet over to where the heavy is, kind of taking up his post. About 5 feet behind him, enough to be like flanking with Lore, but like not directly in melee with him.
She's 20 feet. Oh yeah. So yeah, totally get there.
And then I'm going to attack, and that's going to be a 21 to hit.
That hits.
And as he gets behind him, he kind of lines up his shot with the Mando's elbow as he's trying to do a disarming shot.
Beautiful.
So he's going to have to make a DC 16 strength save.
DC, was it
Roll a ton of ones
16?
over here. Yeah.
That is 22.
Okay. Well, he manages to hold on to his gun, but he does take 18 energy damage from the first hit.
Dang.
It'll be a 15 to hit, so I think that's a miss.
That does miss.
And the last one-
That first hit brings him to his knee, and that second hit like just barely misses him because he went to his knee, and so then you have your third.
Yeah, and I readjust, and I can't do 2.
Oh shoot! Sorry, I wasn't paying attention. Did you just barely miss?
Yeah.
D4.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, that's a 4, so that's gonna make it a hit.
Nice.
Oh yeah.
Thank you, Akin. And that's gonna be that one. He has to make another strength save because I'm trying to disarm him still.
Okay. That is going to be a 13.
That's a fail. So as I'm going to target him again in the same spot, and he's lowering down, and then Atkins just like, lower, and I just go down, and I just get inside the elbow, and I do, I do 13, 17, plus 5, 22 energy damage, and disarm him.
There's one. It's like one of those you hit just at the elbow, and you hear the cry of pain as the loud thunk as basically the Gatling gun that he was carrying like crashes to the ground, and he like slumps over, grabbing his arm. He's like, "Gah!" and just falls forward on top of it.
Oh, he's done.
Yeah.
All right, cool. You all right, Lore?
Yeah, just a scratch.
Good. And then without even like looking, he just points his blaster towards the one fighting Akin and fires.
Oh god, I hope you don't miss. That would be amazing. Please roll one.
I rolled a 13.
Okay. You do miss, but it's
That's
not
unlucky.
if you fire in that direction, you're like in your mind, you're already visualizing how cool this is gonna freaking look, and it goes like in slow motion. The bullet, the blast bolt just goes like right over, right above Akin's head, and you Akura watches it go past her over
And
hers.
she's like,
It hits the wall behind her.
And then
that
Sai's
was
like,
almost
"Damn,
cool.
one of these days I'm gonna land that shot."
Keep dreaming, Sai.
Beautiful. Akin, it is your turn.
Okay. So I'm going to attack again.
No big move.
That's a 3, so that's probably not going to hit.
Yeah, misses.
That's a little bit better. 19.
Okay. Yes. 19 definitely
Okay.
hits.
Cool. Will. So it is 12 damage, and I want to use a superiority die
Okay.
to force a. How does this work? Basically, I'm going to force a fear test. Let me see the exact wording on this. I think it's rattle. Okay. So use a bonus action, expending a superiority die. I deal extra damage equal to a d8, so 6 extra damage.
On top of that,
And then and then they have to take a wisdom saving throw or be frightened.
okay.
Basically, I'm trying to like intimidate them into standing down.
Okay. Let me see here. No, this is not. We'll just go back to this one. That's fine. Describe to me how you're doing this.
So I'll take the first swing and miss, but based on how they dodge, I know exactly where to hit the next time. So
And they dodge in a predictable way.
right, yeah. Hit in with the blades, sort of sink in and whisper, "Surrender or die, kid."
You hear. Let me see here. Do I have? You go in for this close thing, and you just hear the, and you see the red come down from beneath the helmet. Then I die, and there's more blood. And she falls to her knees, as she had only had 6 health points left. So.
Shit. Did I recognize the voice?
It makes your blood go cold.
That's not an answer.
Why?
She falls over onto the ground. There's this odd, like, moment as you're standing there over this body, and you see your companions that are all around you, and your heart is, like, starting to beat faster and faster.
Sai not picking up on this is like, I think I blew this one's arm off.
I guess Akin is gonna kneel down and slowly take off the helmet.
The helmet, like, as you go in for the unsnapping, where it's like connected in the on the inside, you start to pull away, and you can feel the more and more that you pull away, the more and more that your stomach sinks as a bloody chin, a freckled face, and dead green eyes that stare up at you with this brownish reddish hair that is sweaty and mangled and like unkempt as you slide the helmet up and you stare into the dead eyes of your wife. And that's where we're going to end for tonight.
What the fuck?
What?
What happened here? Like, she certainly should have recognized his armor, right?
Shoulda.
Is this a choice she made? Oh god, I don't like this.
See you in a month.
Yeah, what the fuck, Aaron?
No, that was Vix. She's like, see you in a month.
I know. She's making a point we're all feeling right now.
This segment of emotional damage is brought to you by Depresso Slurp.
When you're down in the dumps, slurp your way out.
Oh my god. All right, well, let's hope January comes really fast.
Jesus Christ.
Oh my, forgive me, Akin. I couldn't help it. Well, that was the reaction I thought I was gonna get. Wild.
Yes.
The plot thickens. And now for something completely different. We'll go back to some lighthearted music.
So you were married this whole time and you still washed the ship like that with me?
Oh no.
It's been a while, okay? I haven't seen her in a long time.
Space makes you lonely.
Oh no. Wowzers. Well, now that the hooks are starting to really dig into you all, and hopefully you guys are having fun.
An emotional damage is gonna take a while to get over.
Yeah. That one hurt. I'm glad it hasn't been me yet.
Yeah.
Don't worry, dear. You're coming up next. You're coming soon. You're coming up soon. The plot. The hot thing. No! It's Screw You Monster.
Yeah, I know, eh?
Bravo.
My trauma's gonna be side-dying the day before his dice arrive.
No! Oh, that would be something. All right. Well, thank you guys so much for having fun with me today. I hope that you have enjoyed yourself as much as I have. Oh, shit. New Slurpee flavor, Widower's Wallow. Wow,
Oh
just
my
released.
God.
Just released, fresh off the presses. That was amazing. All right, well, thank you guys so much for hanging out with us tonight. It was a joy, and I'm looking forward to seeing where the story is gonna go next. Yeah, we'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye.
Horrified.